Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to UndercoverET. I hope you're doing really well, guys. Good news, my back is on the mend. Okay, I'm about 90% there. I can walk around, no cartwheels yet, but I can walk around just fine. So I have been getting out there and filming, guys, and I went out 2 nights ago to film around that lake that I've been walking around each morning. I've been told by local fishermen that they have seen things flying in the night sky. Now, unfortunately, over the last year, night fishing's actually been banned from that lake. So they haven't been out there to tell me about any recent ones, but they've told me about ones over the years. So, of course, me being local, I got an infrared night cam. I went out for a walk at 11 o'clock at night, pitch black. There's a lake surrounded by trees, no lights, no street lights. It's just moonlight, and I captured what I did, guys. So we're going to look at it today. Really, really good stuff as far as I'm concerned, but you're going to have to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, before we get into any of that, there's been a lot of action this weekend. Assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Would you Adam and Eve it? This guy on screen right now obviously didn't work out for him. You can see him there on the lobby ground, face down, arrested, still alive. So maybe they're going to ask him some questions and find out more. It happened. It's fully expected, to be honest, with the stuff that Trump's been saying recently. I was half expecting someone to come out a lot sooner, to be honest, and try this. And I don't think it's going to be his last of his term. I don't wish it upon him. I just feel like if you're top of the mountain, okay, in terms of power in the world, and you're saying half the stuff you're saying, you're going to create a lot of trouble for yourself. And that's exactly what's happened here. There's also conspiracies flowing, okay, between the UFO topic and the White House regarding this gentleman. Now, apparently he's got an engineering background. Apparently he's got a propulsion background as well. We don't really know why he tried to kill the president. And even if he tells the FBI why he did it, are they going to tell us the truth? I don't know. Probably not. So look, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. It is just a conspiracy at the moment. No one really knows why he tried to do this. What I can tell you is he's not going to be killing Trump anytime soon. And there may be a connection. That's all I can tell you. For anyone who's wondering why the response was so slow, I feel like the guy was shot at in the lobby. The moment the shots happened, this occurred. They didn't know whether there was a second shooter or what. So they managed to get the president and the vice president out. It wasn't as fast as what you'd expect, but they did already have the shooter in the lobby face down. So this is where I'm like, okay, I understand why they took him off stage. I understand why it didn't happen instantly, because it wasn't an imminent threat. The guy wasn't in the room. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, and we're going to move on. All right, up next, and I wouldn't normally give this guy time of day, Mick West. This conspiracy theory is so wrong that it verges on delusion. I don't push disinformation. I try to figure out what UAP videos actually show. Nobody pays me to post here or to post my videos. I stand by my analysis, which are all public. Yeah, they are all public, mate. Yeah, they are. And like I said, when I started this channel, I sent you a UAP clip and you spent 15 minutes trying to convince me that I couldn't prove the first 7 seconds that this object was flying up into the air, when there's a fecking stationary tree to the right-hand side of the clip, and it's stationary. So we can see this white object going up into the air whilst this stationary tree goes in and out of view. And so, whilst he was trying to convince me otherwise, I was adamant that I knew what I was looking at. And therefore, Mick, based on my one bad experience, I have to say, you look, you sound, and you act like a disinformation agent. You do. I mean, someone can show you. I've shown you already real UAP clips, but the others have as well, right? You spend so much time trying to debunk these videos on ifs and buts. Unless there's a plane in view that you can go on flight radar, you can't do shit. There's nothing you can do to prove otherwise. You're like, well, it's a bit of fluff. Well, it's a paper bag. Well, it's this. Well, it's that. It's rubbish, mate. It's rubbish. Yes. There could be all sorts in the sky, and you could say, well, that could be this, and that could be that, and that could be this. But when you're constantly doing it, you come across as a disinformation agent. And I tell you what, Mick, the day you turn around and go, here's a post, there's a UAP, this is how I know it's a UAP, I may actually have respect for you, because it means you've actually learned something about UAP topic. So far, you don't know what you're looking for, you just credit everything, regardless of whether it's real or fake. And let's be honest, you've got no experience on real UAP evidence. None. Zilch. Zero. That makes you a disinformation agent, in my opinion. Whether you like it or not, the stuff you're coming out with is disinformation to the public. Whether you're aware of it or not, whether it's just an ego thing or whether it's just genuine, you think that you're right, you feel like you've got everything right so far. Mate, you're so far off, it's unbelievable. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on Mick West, guys. But yeah, people are calling him a disinformation agent, and I tell you what, When I'm big enough, when I've got the crowd behind me, Mick, unless you own up to your errors, I'm going to pull you through the dirt, mate. When I make errors, I correct them as soon as I can, the next available slot I can. This guy, no chance in hell. That's disinformation. Sorry to say it, mate, but it is. Moving on. All right, UAP James, David Grusch, I have advised high-level officials in the Trump administration on UFOs. If he does reveal everything I came in contact with, he's going to go down in history as a great figure, regardless of your political persuasion and personal opinion of the president. He makes a good point, because it's not what happens at the moment disclosure happens. It's not the fact that everyone's aware. It's the technology that comes afterwards, guys, okay? The end goal, what follows public disclosure. The technology is going to help this planet massively, and he will be hailed as the man who had the balls to do it. The effects will be profound. I can tell you now. Let's have a listen to what David Grusch has got to say.
I certainly have advised the administration over the last year or so, and have spent a lot of time with high-level officials working for the president to try to provide my sage advice on it, and I'll leave that at that just to keep confidences in some of my sensitive conversations. But I hope for the best, and I think there's a high expectation for the president to deliver, and I think if he does reveal everything that I came in contact with, he's going to go down in history as a great figure historically, regardless of your political persuasion and personal opinion of the president.
Yeah, I have to agree. Initially, he might not make many friends globally for disclosing UAP, but the end goal is so important, guys. It really is, and I just can't wait for it to happen. I really can't. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is he going to go down in the history books? Do you think he's going to make that step? I think he probably will, but I'd like to know what you think as well. And thanks very much, UAP James. As always, guys, give him a follow if you haven't already. You can find my link to my X account and all the guys that I talk about there. Just click more under the video and you'll find all the links there. All right, guys, so next up is the evidence. Now, I went out to a lake local to me. This is the lake I've been walking every morning to sort my back and legs out, right? And I spoke to the local fishermen there. They're no longer allowed to night fish the lake, but a couple of them said when they used to night fish it, they would see the odd bright light or the odd light moving through the sky that they wouldn't normally explain. They just put it down to a comet or, a satellite or something like that. But they said it happens quite frequently, and on occasion they seem to think these things are turning left and right and moving around, right? Of course, my ears propped up when I heard this. I was like, oh, okay, hang on a minute. I'm local to this lake. Let's see if I can get down there at night, no fishing rods in hand, and just record the skies. And that's what I did, guys. You can see here, it's all time-stamped on the bottom left-hand side. It was 2 days ago at 11 p.m. at night. So this object to the left-hand side was of interest to me. I could see it sort of moving slowly and then a bit quicker. It almost came to a stop, to be honest. But check this out, guys. So we do need some stationary stars in the sky to be able to see the movement on this thing. I appreciate that, but check this out. It gets intercepted and meets another UAP. Look at that, boom. Crisscrosses, okay? This one kind of stops on the left and my attention goes to the one that's just come across to the right. Now at the moment, this is kind of moving from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, okay? Look at it dip down, guys. You can see the stationary stars in the background. It's now heading to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and eventually, as we continue on with this clip, it's going down to 6 o'clock, guys. It makes a full turn, okay? And look, I sat there and I was like, no way am I recording this right now. Literally, the two objects just crossed paths. I stayed on this one and it just continued going. Now you can see, guys, it was at 3 o'clock. It's now going to 6 o'clock, right? At one point I'm looking like this is the start of the video. Clearly the object comes in from left to right, from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, okay? Look at that. Boom. And so I'm like this, panning along the sky, and this thing ends up going sort of downwards behind the trees in front of me when it should have just been going across the sky. So I was like, okay, this is something else. And so I'm filming. I'm trying to work out what the hell is going on, if there's anything else around me, because my experience has taught me that something could be watching me without me even knowing it. Okay, you can't hear these things. If they come lower to the ground, come closer to you, you can't hear them. So I'm freaking out a little bit, okay? In the middle of a lake, in the pitch black, on my own, just me and my camera. But this is where it gets extra interesting, guys. So I continued. You can see the timestamp, 8 minutes past 11, guys. Check this out. So I found an orb. Okay, I didn't summon it before anyone asked. I didn't summon it. You can clearly see at the start of the clip there. I will go back. I will play the full clip. But you can see at the start of the clip here, guys. It's moving up and then it bends around this stationary star, guys. And this is when I was like, right, okay, I found a craft that's moving a lot slower. It's up there in the sky. Let's see if I can get a good shot on it. And yeah, I tried to keep the camera as stable as I could, but the bastard sped up. And as you can see, it starts moving off quite fast, and it's actually heading towards the moonlight. And that's where I lose it, guys, unfortunately. But the fishermen were correct. There are things in the skies above that lake that are passing. Whether they're passing very specifically because there's something going on with the lake, I don't think so. I think they're just passing over. And yeah, you can see, guys, I lose it to the moonlight there. It's definitely one of my better captures, okay, because you can clearly see that there's turning going on. It's not moving really, really fast. There's no instantaneous acceleration, but it's independently moving, and it speeds up, guys. Now, for anyone that's crying, why aren't you on a tripod, Rob? Look, guys, this thing was moving at pace, okay, and there's no way that a tripod would have helped me in the moment. I would have ended up picking up the tripod and just running around the lake with it, right? So I'm better off at this stage. If you're going to film an open sky, try and get steady hands, but you're going to have to be on the move, okay? You're going to have to be able to adapt to capture these things. And so practice makes perfect, as they say. But look at that, guys. What a wonderful capture. It certainly is one of my better captures at night, guys. You know, you can clearly see the movement here. I'm happy with it. You know, I'm happy with it. The thing even speeds up. And yeah, it's quite freaky. It really is quite freaky. Flipping amazing. Yeah, I'll be going back, guys, this week. I'll be trying to get as much as I can. This is what I'm planning to do this summer as well. When I go out to Wales and a few other areas, I will be doing recordings like this. I'm fairly confident. In fact, I know for a fact I'll be getting some captures. And this is what I need from you guys as well. I need you guys to capture at night, during the day, go infrared if you can, point of reference. You need as much as we can, guys. Obviously, nighttime, you're not going to always get the detail, but if you've got some kind of infrared camera, whew, boy oh boy, things are happening. So yeah, guys, if you can, get your cameras in the skies. If you can, record at night as well as daytime. There's a lot we can be doing. There's a lot we could be capturing as well. Do not record a stationary star in the sky, zoom in on it, and try and tell me it's something else, right? I want you to zoom out. I want you to follow the bastard. If it's not moving, don't even post it. Do not even show me. I'm not interested. We need real UAP evidence, guys. That's what it's all about. I need you guys to get the emails into me, undercoveretuk@gmail.com. It's really important that we get the best UAP evidence out there. And with that said, guys, like and subscribe. I encourage you guys to hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss anything. Get those cameras in the skies, get those emails into me. Remember what I've said, we're looking for the gold. Produce it, email it. It will make the channel, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.